What's up, preppers? Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about a question that is all over the prepping community, on forums, up and down on YouTube and all over the world, and that is UK versus USA prepping. Who's got the edge? And who's the best at it? Grab yourself a brew, because it might not be as simple as you think. On the surface, you might think that the USA wins hands down because of gun culture and because of obviously larger spaces. In the UK, we're often confined with property sizes and storage solutions, which of course in this country also means that cellars and massive walk-in bunkers are a lot less common for the average Joe. Often we're in smaller homes, or we're using a shed, or even just a cupboard under the stairs. Our American cousins often have larger homes, basements, bigger garages, and land to bury things on. This allows for vast stockpiles. For us, we focus on efficiency, multi-use items, and often smaller and more discreet caches. Which in itself forces us to be more organised and more pragmatic. In the US, you hear a lot more about extreme weather, like tornadoes, hurricanes, wildfires, things like that. And yes, discussions about societal collapse, EMP, civil unrest, and even civil war. Here in the UK, while we're not immune to severe weather, our threats are often more localised. Flooding, extended power outages, supply chain disruptions due to external issues, global pandemics, or even localised civil disturbances. So we might worry more about an economic downturn than a Yellowstone eruption. Not that things like civil war have not been talked about in the UK, but the way it is, like we mentioned, gun culture, it's not really logistically possible as much in this country as it would be in places like the USA. Lots of things come down to self-reliance versus community. In the US, the image of a rugged individualist, homesteading in the wilderness, and training with organised groups is strong. And that's fantastic for many scenarios. But here, given our population density, our approach often leads more towards community resilience. Knowing your neighbours, having local skill sharing networks, understanding local resources. That's often as vital as your own personal supplies. And we understand that we might need to rely on each other more readily in a crunch. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is, of course, firearms. It is a huge difference. In the US, firearms are the cornerstone of many preppers' plans, especially for things like defence and hunting. Here in the UK, where there is gun ownership, it's a lot more restricted. And our self-defense tactics have to evolve around more restricted and different methods. And hunting itself is a specialised licensed activity. This isn't a judgment, just a reality. It means our defense strategies are inherently different. We might focus on home security, awareness, evasion, and non-lethal deterrence, and it shapes our entire mindset around personal safety. Prepping as a movement kind of originated in the USA, and the UK is more recently adopted this strategy, and only in very small numbers. It's much more looked down upon here than it is in most other places in the world. So America are leading the charge on this, and we are playing catch up. But taking them things into account, who's better? Honestly, both or neither. There isn't a single best way to prep. It's about adapting to your environment, what potential threats there are, and your individual resources. The American prepper will definitely have a bigger arsenal and probably is a much deeper pantry. But a UK prepper might have a more finely tuned plan for quick evacuation, discreet storage, and leveraging community support. Both are very valid. Both are smart ways to prep. Ultimately, the goal is the same: resilience. To be able to look after yourself and loved ones if things all go sideways. And we can learn so much from each other. American preppers can and have taught me about long-term food storage and larger scale self-sufficiency. And perhaps we can show them the value of more compact efficiency, local networking, and adapting to a more densely populated area. So what do you think? Are you more of one of the bold American style preppers where everything's bigger and everything's got a bit more firepower, or a lean, mean, efficient British one? Let me know your comments below, pros and cons of each, and which category you fall into, if any. Don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any more videos, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.